Okay, this game is seriously something different.
Hi.
Welcome to The Return to Bloody Nights, a FNAF fan game that serves as more of a prequel in the FNAF timeline. You know, the time where Henry and William were still good friends looking out for each other. This game is fairly new, and I gotta tell you right away that it definitely deserves the hype that it's getting on YouTube. I actually got the pleasure of playing this game, so I'm gonna tell you what I think of it and some things you'll experience. First, you get really good scenery, and everything around you feels like it represents the time period that you're in, that being the early 80s, which really sells the feel of the game. This also goes for the animatronic designs and stuff. I feel like these designs perfectly fit the style of an old pizzeria. You know, they make the most sense in my brain. What immediately got me hooked into the game though was the phone conversation that we get to hear between William and Henry Emily upon starting the game. The voice acting is done really well, and it feels like a conversation that these two would actually have, especially as the game goes on, as we get a phone conversation between them two before each new night begins. The one thing that Henry constantly pushed in these conversations is safety, which is foretelling of what would inevitably happen if we're following the timeline at this point in the series. Okay, look at this office, because oh my gosh, there's so much attention to detail here, and it really puts you in this space just because of how many different things there are. I can actually imagine that this is what the night guard's office looked like way back then. The picture of the two owners, the certificate with Afton's name on it, the action figures, the missing child case articles posted up in the background. Yep, this is real. The voice on the tape telling us what to do is coming from the CEO of Fazbear Entertainment, Waffle Brokey, and he really makes it seem like this company is fairly cheap, cuts corners, and values making money rather than safety.
You might be asking yourself, Waffle, what was in that phone book of a contract I just signed today? Am I in danger? Let me answer those questions with a question. Who wants to earn some money? I don't want to be paying for any medical bills. Speaking of which, do you have insurance? Once you step foot in this place, you're on your own.
Just to give an even better perspective of the time period we're in, I put how much we're going to be earning per week at this place, which Waffle says is $110, into an inflation calculator just to see how much that would equal in 2023. And it came up to about $305. If we do the math on that, it would come up to around $10 an hour today. The general setup we have going on though is just like the classic FNAF games. The camera systems, looking from side to side to check the doors, and keeping track of the meter on the camera systems to make sure the generator doesn't overheat, which will happen if you have the doors closed for too long. As far as the animatronics go, they are creepy, and they start walking around the place almost immediately. Regardless though, I got through the first night without having to change my underwear. After the first night, we get to see these little scenes where it seems like we're scanning the animatronics for some kind of signal or activity. It was really unexpected and unexplained, but I think that adds to the mystery. And speaking of mysteries, it took me a little too long to figure out that I have a flashlight that I can use to check darker areas.
Bro? Oh, you can click and you get a flashlight. Okay.
Now this part right here gave me a little bit of a theory as to who we were playing as in the series.
Actually, I have a little something for you in case you're interested in earning an additional $20.
Oh?
We're recording some lines for the instruction tapes regarding the spring lock technology, and I think you'd be perfect for the job. You got a great voice, kid.
Are we the phone guy?
Hello. For today's lesson, we will be continuing our training on proper suit handling techniques. When using an animatronic as a suit, please ensure that the animatronic parts are tightly compressed and fastened by the spring locks located around the inside of the suit.
I would have had more time to confirm this theory, but I was introduced to the puppet for the first time, and this one had me wide awake after I first saw it.
Oh. Oh, nah. You got me fucked up. Boy, what the fuck was that?
I was actually doing really well on the third night until I got jump scared by something I couldn't actually see coming, and my reaction says it all.
I have a feeling we're playing as the phone guy. So what happened? You are dead. What happened? Maybe I didn't hear something.
This literally confused me so much that I had to split my recording right there just so I could go back and check, and I really didn't see what I did wrong here. The door to my right, where the endoskeleton is actually out in that hallway, was closed, so I was just confused as to how he got to me. I also had another weird experience where the game wouldn't let me turn back to close the door, and I got jump scared because of it.
Oh, close! What? This is hard.
Now, I want to say that it kept forcing me the other way because the jump scare was already supposed to happen and the game was telling me to accept my fate. It was at this point that I realized that this game was going to be a lot harder than I initially thought. I kept getting to about 3 or 4 a.m. on night 3 and was so confused on how I was supposed to keep Fredbear away when he was close to my left side door and was saying, "I am here" in a glitchy, corrupted voice. And even when I did have the door closed, he would not go away no matter what I did or how long I waited.
Fuck!
I eventually got past it though, right when my luck was about to run out.
No. Yes! Yes! Fuck! Bro! Ugh.
I was pretty scared at this point, and I had a feeling that this was about to get absolutely unreal. And I was right. This night starts with the phone call between William and Henry, and Afton is becoming a little more aggressive with Henry, as all he's trying to do is look out for him and his safety, but William doesn't want the pity.
Thank you for your concern. I appreciate it, but I have no time for your pity.
We also start the night with a tape recording from the CEO, who gets informed that the place is going to be closing down due to ongoing investigations.
There's this document that just arrived.
A notice document about the closure of all our restaurants due to investigations regarding one of the founders being convicted of a crime, including Fredbear's family. That's outrageous!
And it was all fine and dandy until I died to the new bunny animatronic with a hide and seek feature that I couldn't even see coming.
So you're good to go.
Fuck!
And then I died to him again.
Karen.
It was at this point that I absolutely folded. I even went to look at the Game Jolt comments, YouTube videos, and other sources just to see how other people were beating this night, and as it turns out, a few people were saying that the game was bugged in a way and that it would be fixed soon. I'm not sure if this is directly connected to me dying the way I was, but this is where I stopped playing for the day. This game really carries an interesting narrative and puts a really fresh twist on the FNAF story. I actually played a remake that takes the first FNAF game and adds a little pizzazz to it.
Dead. No shot, right? Oh my goodness!
You should watch that video. The Return to Bloody Nights is absolutely amazing for being made by a group of younger people, as they said at the start. Props to them. Go check this game out. The link is in the description. And that's all from me. Later.